Well, howdy, and welcome to Mr. C's live presentation of addition word problems. Whoa, Mr. C, what's that word doing in there? We don't like reading in math. Well, you know what? You're going to have to do it for the rest of your life. So get used to it. It's important that you know how to read, especially when we're solving math problems, and you're going to see it here today. So go ahead. We're going to just jump right in. Why is solving word problems or addition word problems so important? In all kinds of word problems, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, this is where math meets the real world. If you read a word problem, a lot of times it's a situation or a scenario that you might find yourself in, right? A lot of times these are issues that you can come up with in your own life, where you can be like, oh, I know how to add, I can solve that problem. Oh, I know how to subtract, I can solve that problem. Word problems are really just seeing if you can take a scenario and apply math to it. Secondly, this stuff is all over tests. I know it's a sad situation that we find ourselves in, where you, the students, kind of are held to test scores more than anything else. But unfortunately, that's how it is. And if you want to score well on these tests, especially these big state tests, these standardized tests, you have to know how to solve word problems, okay? Which means you have to know how to read them and think about them, all right? We're going to dive right into that with a list of words that if you see them in a word problem, it's probably an addition word problem. Not always, but I would say 9 times out of 10, if you see these words inside a word problem, you know you're going to be adding. Okay, so we're just going to take a look at a few of them. Add, well, that's obvious, all right? If you see the word add in there, you know you're probably going to be adding, all right? Here's another one, altogether. Okay, all together just means combined, right? When you combine things, you're going to be adding them. Ooh, maybe I should add that word, combined. Dude, that's a synonym for all together. Audible. I'm like Peyton Manning right here. All right, so all together, it means combined. It means added together. Both. Right? When you're talking about both, you're talking about two things put together, added together. Some. Okay? This isn't like, hey, give me some hot Cheetos. All right? This is, what is the sum of those two numbers? That means added together. All right? Sum just actually means added together. All right? In all, you put everything together. In all, you have it all added up. And then total. Right, now, sometimes total can be subtraction or multiplication or division, but I added it here because, or I should say I included it here because a lot of times when you're talking about the total, you're going to be doing some adding. But more than that, more than anything else, I want you to know sometimes in word problems, you don't see any of these words, but you're still adding. And what I want everybody to understand is when you are reading word problems, when you're dissecting word problems, you have to think, all right? You have to be able to read this problem and know what it's asking you, all right? There's no magic pill that I can give you where you're going to read every word problem and know when it's an addition problem. They want you to think, all right? What is the problem saying? And use your brain, use your reading skills to comprehend what that means, what that's saying, and then think, is this addition? Am I dealing with addition here? Ignore the numbers. Don't even look at the numbers until you know what kind of computation you're going to be using. Okay? All right, let's take a look at a word problem. I made this one easy. All right, but after you're done with me here, you're probably going to be trying a bunch on your own where you're going to have to be thinking even deeper. But I want to take a look at kind of just an easy one with you right now. All right, here we go. Mr. C ate 13 donuts for breakfast. That's kind of a light breakfast for me. After that, he had an early lunch where he ate 8 more donuts. How many donuts did Mr. C eat in all? Ignore the numbers. Don't you even look at these numbers right now, okay? If when you see a word problem, you just start looking at numbers, you're not thinking correctly. You want to find the words that let you know what you're going to do first. Is this a multiplication problem? Is this a division problem? Is this a subtraction problem? Is this an addition problem? Let's find some words that tell us. And here we go, right here. If you didn't find it already, I'm going to give it away. These words right here, in all, let us know that this is an addition problem. Okay, circle them on your test when you see them. Circle them on your worksheets when you see them. Highlight them. Put a little plus sign after so that you know, woohoo, we're dealing with addition here. This wants to know what these numbers add up together in all. All right, so I'm going to remove kind of our markings, and that's when we look at the numbers again. Okay, so we've got 13, right? And we know we're going to add, because we have the words in all here, we're going to add 8. So first I ate 13 donuts, then I consumed 8 donuts. How many have I eaten in all? 13 plus 8, well, that's easy. 21 donuts. That's a regular morning for me. Okay? But with word problems, we want to answer in a sentence. Okay? Teachers love when you answer in complete sentences. A lot of times you get busted or get in trouble when you don't answer in complete sentence. So we're going to make sure we take our answer, 21, and we put it into a complete sentence. Mr. C, ate 21 donuts. And then look, I'm even going to use these words from the problem again. Ate 21 donuts in all, period. If you don't get a gold star for an answer like that, your teacher's not even awake. Right? You should find a new teacher, because that's an awesome way to answer a word problem. Complete sentences, okay? All right, good luck. Remember, we need to be thinkers here, okay? So I'm going to send you off to try some word problems of your own. First, I want to recap some of the very important things that we learned here. First of all, knowing how to identify addition in word problems is important, right? Real life math, okay? When you look at a problem, or when you think about something, or when your mom asks you to solve a problem for her, and you know, oh, I know how to, I can add, right? And I can find an answer for my mom. That's awesome. That's really important. That's math in real life. All right. Secondly, there are certain words that when we see, we're pretty sure it's addition, and you can back it up and check that list out again. You can even add to that list. All right. But beyond that, you gotta know. Sometimes it's not as easy as just finding a word. Sometimes you got to think about it. You have to read, and try to understand what you're reading, and then figure out, what am I going to do to make sure I get the right answer here? What am I going to do to solve this problem? Okay? Reading skills. Math loves reading. You see it up above my head? It's true. Okay, reading's going to come up in all your curriculum. You're going to have to know how to read in order to do math, in order to write, in order to perform in science and social studies and theater and all sorts of things. Okay, so reading is so crucial, so important. If you don't like reading, slap yourself in the face, splash yourself with cold water, and get into a good book. Okay, all right, I want you guys to... from here, there's all sorts of word problems all over the internet. There's all sorts of word problems that you can find on IXL or other math programs. I want you to go out and practice and try. Find one of your own, and I want you to try to solve it and show it to your mom, show it to your grandma, show it to your older brother and sister, show it to your teacher, see if you're correct. Make sure that you're thinking through your problems, okay? I hope this helped.